now increasingly as consumers, we're choosing subscriptions for a whole range of different products and services. And subscription bundling is transforming the way that we use those services, giving consumers more choice, more flexibility, and more control. So I think for Bango, we're in exactly the right place at exactly the right time.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is Bango co-founder and chief marketing officer, Anil Malhotra. Anil, very good to speak with you. Could you take us through the news from Bango in the US?
Good morning, Stephen. Good to speak to you too. Yes, some exciting news this week from Bango. We announced another licensing deal for our subscription bundling technology called the Digital Vending Machine. So this is another US telco, a brand called Optimum, well known in the US market, which is very new, and it covers home fiber, mobile and connected TV. As I say, they've become a licensee now of our digital vending machine bundling technology. It may be better known to your viewers because it's part of the Altice telephony group, which has interests across the world, including in Europe. Optimum, therefore, is now using the digital vending machine to create and offer subscription bundles for its customers. The initial focus will be on quite familiar subscription video on demand bundles, sort of things that many viewers will already have at home, streaming TV, streaming movies. But the company is interested in a wide range of different subscription products. So yes, it's yet another US telco who's licensed the Bango technology.
Anil, Bango's made good progress in the US. What's happening in that market?
The US is clearly an important market. It's the world's largest subscriptions market. The average American consumer spends at least $900 a year on subscription products. They average 5.5 subscriptions per consumer, the greatest number in the world. Many Americans juggle more than 10 subscriptions. So it's a very significant market. And we add to that that half of all the streaming video subscription products in the world originate from US companies. And we've found recently through Bango research published earlier this year that 2/3 of Americans are now acquiring these subscriptions through bundles provided by their telco or another service provider. So in that context, the announcement this week from Bango that Optimum is the latest US communications provider to license a digital vending machine to manage and run its subscription bundling strategy is, I think, more significant than just the fact that it addresses and reaches 4.5 million subscribers. So it's added those to the digital vending machine footprint. But what it means essentially is that the American telecommunications industry is now standardizing on subscriptions bundling. And what I mean by that is that if you're a US consumer, you now expect your telecommunications provider to offer you this range of subscriptions.
Are you expecting more deals in the US?
Well, the US is certainly a key market for us. You'll be aware, and your viewers will be aware, that already 3 out of 5 of the biggest telecommunications companies in the United States have standardized on the Bango digital vending machine. I think it's worth mentioning as a general observation that the US tech industries grow faster than their counterparts in other parts of the world. Now, there's a variety of reasons for that to do with investment and infrastructure and the size of the market over there. But one of the reasons I think is most interesting is that the speed at which American tech companies standardize on technologies, that they know that makes markets grow faster, makes them more efficient. So when telcos like Optimum adopt the digital vending machine, they become instantly market ready to do subscription bundles and subscription offers. And telecommunications is, as we know, an industry where product development cycles often take years. So by standardizing on the DVM, suddenly they're much more market ready. So this is really important actually for the companies, the media companies, the content brands that provide subscriptions that are bundled. It gives them, by standardizing on the DVM, when the telco industry standardizes on the digital vending machine, it means the content providers have a standard path to the market. It means there's one way in which they can engage and interact with the market. It also means, of course, they can address the entire market. So I think the US telco industry has got it right with bundling, first of all, by standardizing on the DVM, and secondly, by identifying and leveraging subscription bundling as being a key part of its consumer proposition.
How does the remainder of 2025 look for Bango?
Well, as you can tell from this week's news, we've got a lot of momentum behind the digital vending machine business. The underlying market trends are very positive. There's strong growth across all of the SVOD providers. I think there's been 3 or 4 companies, Netflix, Disney, Paramount, that have put their first quarter results out in the last few weeks. All of the telcos now are doubling down on subscription bundling. It's leading their consumer strategies. You look at what Verizon's saying about its perks program, which, as your viewers will know, is powered by Bango. Bundles are clearly influencing consumer purchase choices. So for the rest of the year, I'm confident there are more deals like Optimum to come. The Digital Vending Machine has started and already is the largest ecosystem for bundling in the world. And I think, just a final comment, Stephen, would be that if we think back 15 years ago, app stores appeared on smartphones, and that transformed the way that we use the internet for entertainment and for work. Now, increasingly, as consumers, we're choosing subscriptions for a whole range of different products and services. And subscription bundling is transforming the way that we use those services, giving consumers more choice, more flexibility, and more control. So I think for Bango, we're in exactly the right place at exactly the right time.
Well, maybe you'll continue to keep us updated on your progress. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Pleasure.
Anil Malhotra, Bango co-founder and Chief Marketing Officer.